Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and 70 Mounts Wood of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Wayfinder. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in. I'll do the Patreon stuff at the end of the video. Anyway, Alarm Chain, you were up, and let's go! We're gardening with our lovable boys. Okay. Most of my family doesn't like to deal with the other villagers, so we usually stay out of things, and everyone in my castle lives a pretty relaxed life. I'd love to show you my garden someday. I'd love to see them someday, Bjorn. I smile at him and turn away to go find Arkin. I find him finishing up on the other side of the greenhouse. When I approach him, I can't help but notice his arms flexing in his form as he squats to lower the last bags of fertilizer underneath the long table. To my dismay, he turns his head and his eye catches me gaping in awe as he gives me one of his trademark charming smiles. Fynn, enjoying the show? His tail swishes once and I look away, flustered. You're delusional! I feel the heat on my face. Good job with the bags. You got him done quick. I can feel my eyes straining to not tear up from embarrassment. Of all the times for him to notice me. Well, I suppose that was a fun workout, and I should thank you. He laughs and moves closer to me. As he leans in close to me, I can feel my heart beating faster. His muzzle brushes against my ear and cheek, both of which I feel get warmer exponentially. Thank you, Fynn. I'm so happy I inhaled before his cheek brushed mine because I can feel my breathing ready to hitch. My lungs won't let me exhale or even think about further breaths while this wolf giant is so close. Welcome. It's all I can stammer out. I blush hard and turn away. Maybe we should call the others to come outside to the rooftop garden. It's getting kinda hot in here anyway. Arkin smirks at me tauntingly and then walks outside the nearby door. I call the other two wolf giants over and we exit onto the garden on the roof. Alright then, Arkin, Geralt, Bjorn. I think it's time you guys answer my questions. I don't exactly know what questions to ask, but hopefully I can figure some out as I go. First up, if one of you can, please explain what wolf giants are. Finders too, for that matter. I cross my arms and lean back against the wall. The three wolf giants are standing around me, and while I don't distrust them, I can't help but pull into a self-soothe. I hope none of them notice, but I've heard Arkin mention being able to sense something like this. As I should have guessed, he is looking at me with a worried expression. Bjorn is the first to speak up. Well, starting off, finders are beings who can perform various feats. Seeing through glamour magic, sensing the intent, understanding the truth in others, and be it their words or deeds. Being able to draw out the true desire from one's heart. They call this finding someone's path, are the most common of these. You've exhibited at least the first one. I think I understand a bit better, so I nod. Okay, so that's one down. How about you guys? What are you exactly? I don't know that I've ever heard of wolf giants before meeting you three. Bjorn smiles and shrugs. Well, I'm not surprised. Generally, there aren't any around here. Around here? I don't know of any werewolves around here either, but I now know they exist, at least thanks to Arkin. Like, water time. In the most basic of definitions, a wolf giant is a woven descendant of the Great Wolf and native to the Ironwood. The Great who? The Great Wolf. He is the progenitor of our people, the one all wolf giants worship. So, like, a wolf giant equivalent to God? Interesting. Wait, what is the Ironwood? Geralt looks me directly in the eye and smirks. It is a major part of the region where we are from in our realm. Realm? Like, the mortal realm? As in you guys aren't from here, this world. Yes, this is the realm of man, Midgard. We are from the realm of giants, Jotunheim. I realize now just how outside of my scope all this is. I feel my heart racing again. My eyes cloud up and my mind moves 1,000,000 miles a minute. Breathe in, slow. Hold it, good. Is it true? Breathe out, slower. There are other realms? Glamour magic and wolf giants are one thing, but entire fucking other realms? Breathe in, but it hitches. Shit. I feel the panic setting in as I slide down the wall, hugging my knees. This time I don't even need to question if he senses it. Arkin is already beside me, trying to calm me down and whispering in my ear. It's alright, Fynn. I know it's a lot to process, but you know we aren't here to hurt you. We need your help here. You're in absolute control. We aren't going to do anything unless and until you want to do it. Just breathe slowly, Fynn. That's it. Breathe in? Yes, slow. That's it. Soft and slow. Just hold it in there. I hold it. Good. Alright, Bud. Breathe out, soft and slow. Breathe out. Slower. I breathe as he shows me. It helps me so much more than he realizes. After a moment, I look up to him and smile softly. Thank you, Arkin. I think I'll be okay now. At least I hope so. I stand up, Arkin still holding onto my arm. I look at the other two and finally decide I need to open my mind to the truths they have. Arkin moves away to join the others. Alright, what the fuck is going on? What is it you three need from me, and how can I help, of all people? My shift in demeanor seems to catch the three off guard, and Geralf is the first to speak now. We have come from our realm because we need to, find a finder to help us steer the future of our villages, and the Ironwood as a whole, onto the right path during the uncertain times ahead of us. It's a lot to take in, but I try to go over it in my head. I process it and come up with a question. Okay, but why is a finder necessary for that? They look amongst themselves. I ask another question. Why me? If you have finders in your realm like Arkin said before. Still nothing, but I'm not having it. What are the uncertain times? No more vague answers. We need to replace the great chief who went missing about a year ago. The elders have been convening to address issues and make decisions, but they need someone to take over now as there is too much infighting, and they're falling fast from the people's favor. I see Geralf roll his eyes. Something is bothering him, but he doesn't mention it. He shakes his head and turns to me directly. We need a finder from outside our realm because the finders of our world may have an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. That's why we need you. Though the elders are known to leave such things up to fate, this matter is too urgent. Well, fuck. I don't think I know a damn thing about your world. How do you know I'd even be able to help? You, Fynn, you'd absolutely be able to help us. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and being told off by you seems to knock sense into people. I would know. I let out a small laugh. I remembered his piles of payment leaves and the look on Tucker's face when I would rebuked him the day before. You aren't hindered by glamour magic, and that means you'll be able to handle tricks from the pixies as well. I absorbed what he said and rubbed my temples gently. Pixies too? Do I need to ask if mystical creatures of folklore are real, or should I just assume so? Just assume so. Just assume so. Just assume so. Got it. I shrug and shake my head. I'm really in the thick of it now. Okay, I should have known honestly. So, do you three have places to stay? How are you remaining here? We've used magic to find our own lodgings. I know you're not exactly in favor of such methods, but rest assured, it was our only option. We are here to vie for candidacy for the role of Great Chief. This is not the first time wolf giants have had to replace one who either disappeared or passed. The elders convene to determine which wolves, always male and from the families of leaders of each village, are able to participate. All candidates come to a specific place on Midgard and hunt for a seeker. We three lucked out to have found you so quickly. Why only males? That's a bit awkward. Most of us agree. From what we know, it's to honor our progenitor, so to speak. Since we three have found you, we're, as of this morning, the confirmed candidates. You'll essentially help determine which one of us is most fit to lead our people as the Great Chief. The other two of us will, hopefully, still fulfill some role based upon your understanding of who we are, and what goals of our own line up with what role you deem fitting. Oh, I see, so I just have to pick one of you three then. And Geralf scoffs. It is not that simple, lad. Did he just call me lad with a straight face? Well, what more is there to it? You will have to come with us to where the elders are convened and make it through a trial. After finishing this, the elders will tell all of us what is next to be done. A trial? Like the judge and jury kind, or the kind where I have to complete a task under certain circumstances? Geralf looks at me quizzically and tilts his head. It's actually quite cute, and I kick myself mentally for smiling when he does it. I don't explain myself since Bjorn chimes in. I don't believe you'll be going on trial, just going through one. Then again, the elders are a bit unorthodox sometimes. We'll have to leave in the evening of whichever night you choose in order to make it to our villages by morning, and we'll have to travel to where the elders are convened after we arrive. That's me. Ow. No, water. I need water. Okay. Alright. Remember my mom's call earlier in the day. I can't miss going over to her place. Okay, well, I have classes the next couple days, and I have something important to do on Saturday. I don't have classes on Monday, thankfully, so if I decide to go with you guys, we can leave Sunday evening as long as we can be back by Tuesday. Arkin, Bjorn, and Geralf don't seem to have any concerns with this, and they actually seem happy. Okay, yeah. I'll just pack an overnight bag this weekend. This is fucking insane. Linus has an automatic feeder in the closet somewhere, and he has a fountain water dish with a filter. What is happening to my reality right now? I'll contact one of you when I'm ready. Travel through realms for a day for a day trip and be back in time for sight class on Tuesday. It's as if it's so simple. Easy peasy. Thankfully, I managed to avoid another panic attack, and Arkin doesn't seem to notice my palms sweating. So, assuming I do decide to go, how do we get there? You said we needed to leave in the evening. Why's that? Arkin smiles wide. I know I'm about to hear some shit. Well, since it's your first time, you'll have to sleep with one of us. Bjorn and Geralf smack their foreheads in unison. I feel the blush coming on. Am I being propositioned by 3 wolf giants? God damn, Arkin, you could at least ask me to dinner first. Well, if you're free tonight. My cheeks are warm and I shake it away. Oh, for the love of Skull. Geralf punches Arkin in the shoulder and Arkin laughs, rubbing his punched bicep. Geralf turns towards me. He means we need to literally sleep in the same bed. We travel through magics in our sleep. Bjorn chuckles, and I look to see him rubbing his forearm anxiously with his other hand. The number of times I've seen a wolf giant blush can now likely be counted on more than 2 hands. You should, spend more time with whoever you decide to go with. I mean, you know, to form a stronger bond. That way you won't get, lost. Excuse me? Did he just say, lost? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's not likely to happen at all, as the 3 of us are very proficient in magic, but when traveling through realms, one can get lost in a dream realm. Unless that person is strong enough with magic to leave on their own, the only other way is being pulled out. Otherwise, one could be lost there for eternity. Nope. Nope. These wolf giants are going to get me erased from existence. I'm not so sure this is such a good idea anymore. I feel my stomach drop, and I again drop down to hold my knees. This time Arkin stays where he is, but it's only a second or so before the feeling passes and I stumble back up to a standing position. Geralf sighs and approaches, placing a hand on my shoulder. We travel through the divide between realms in our sleep, Fynn. There is a negligible room for error, save for weak magic users and those who, unlike us, have not done this before. I do hope that makes you feel better. I tilt my head, showing indifference. However, know that after you decide which of us you'd prefer to travel with, if you still feel uncertain about moving between worlds, you can have that person hold on to you as you sleep. That way there is absolutely no chance you will end up anywhere alone. I look at him with confusion, plain on my face. Geralf explains a bit more. We take whatever it is with us when we go. Our intent is enough to carry another person, but physically holding a person is a guarantee. What he says is reassuring, but I still feel a bit scared. However, I realize something important and speak up. I can hang with one of you later on tonight, but I'd rather we all hang together if possible. I still don't know who I'd rather go with, if I'm even going. Plus, I might need to spend some more time with all 3 of you. Anyway, so I can gauge what you're all about. Geralf looks at Bjorn, and I see Arkin staring off with an expression of either sadness or worry. Honestly, that is probably not for the best. It may be just a bit awkward like it is now. Is it awkward? I hadn't noticed. I wonder what's going on here that I can't see. Well, I do have off after classes tomorrow and Friday. I can hang out with one of you on each night, then I can learn about you all one-on-one. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!